What's up, friends? Welcome to Leo season. My name's Caitlin. I'm a mat Pilates and yoga teacher. I've been teaching for 10 years or so now, which is just crazy to say. And I'm so excited to welcome you to your Leo season flow. If you're not familiar with astrology or maybe don't have Leo in your chart, the archetype of Leo is this lion energy. Think big, fluffy mane, fierce, loyal, bold, and courageous. And I always love to do this at the beginning of every astrological season just to set a little bit of intention around this elemental, fiery, summery season that we find ourselves in. So today you can expect a little bit of mat Pilates, a little bit of yoga to get the body nice and warm, nice and heated up. And then of course we'll do some breath work and a little bit of grounding to get you cooled down and ready for the rest of whatever your day entails. Know that there will be plenty of options offered throughout class, and you don't need anything except yourself and your mat or a hard surface that you can kind of bounce around on and have fun. If you want to listen to the playlist that I made, you'll go ahead and click play now, and we'll go ahead and get started at the back of our mat, standing on our feet. So just come to the edge of your space, wherever feels comfortable, with your feet about hip-width distance apart. Maybe rock back and forth a couple of times, side to side, just to get yourself nice and grounded in the space. And when you feel ready, you can bring a hand to your heart, a hand to your belly, and close your eyes. I want you to feel all four corners of your feet, your big toe, your pinky toe, and then both sides of your heels on the ground. And if you need to wiggle and get some of the jitters, some of the spiciness that's already within out, feel free to do that. Keep a gentle softness to your knees, and then if you can, relax your jaw and your shoulders a little bit closer towards the floor. Just notice your breath. Maybe it's a little shallower today. Maybe it feels already expansive and bold, a little fierce. Just notice where you're at, where your authenticity lies. That's what this season is all about, is creating expression from the most authentic place you possibly can. A lion can't hide its mane, really. It can't shy away from being this big, gorgeous, just ferocious wild cat. And while you might not be a wild cat, or you might consider yourself that, you are indeed bold and you deserve to take up space. So as you ground into your body and your breath, notice those areas where you're holding back on that, whether it's right now or generally in your life. And as you breathe, just see if you can let some of those harder edges soften or melt like lava into this kind of steamy energy. One that feels gooey and ooey and warm, inviting, like a bright light. Just take a second to revel in that, your light. Let's take 3 breaths together. Take a full inhale through your nose. Feel your hands expand past your spine, forward to the top of your mat. Open up your ribs. Then open up your lips. Take a big sigh out. Maybe add some audibleness to it. 2 more just like that. Big breath in. Feel your navel get closer towards your spine. Exhale, send it out. Just notice that heat one more time. Breath in, feel a little coolness, a little air, maybe a little bit more arrive into your lungs this time. And then send a bigger breath out. Feel your shoulder blades roll down your back. We're starting standing today to be bold. So when you're ready, open up your eyes, send a little wiggle to your toes, and reach your arms next to your sides. Take a big breath in, mountain, reach up, look up, palms touch, and then fold your arms over your head. Exhale, side stretch to the right, tug your left elbow. Good job. Big breath in, reach back through the center, take it up and over to the left. Give your right elbow a tug this time. Good job, you guys. One more. Big mountain, big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands behind your head, back bend, elbows wide. Try to push your hips up towards your heart. Big breath. Good job. Inhale, breath, mountain pose. Exhale, with your arms behind your head, fold forward, bend your knees as much as you need. This first one is gentle, so relax your hamstrings. Try to reach your rib cage down towards your feet. Maybe your belly button gets closer to your thighs. Maybe you open and close your jaw. Good. One more breath. Big inhale. One more big breath out. And drop your palms down, halfway lift. Big inhale, lean forward, look forward. Rock your weight to your toes. Good. Roll your shoulders back. Big breath in. Good. Exhale, fold. Relax your weight into your heels. Let's do that 3 times. Big inhale, breath. Start to build some heat. Fold your arms. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale, back through center, reach up. Exhale, take it over to the left. Good. Inhale, reach one more time. Bend your elbows. Exhale, back bend, nice and open chest. Inhale, mountain press high. Exhale, forward fold. Relax your arms this time. Halfway lift, big breath in, flatten. Exhale, forward fold. Start to feel that activation 2 more times around the sun. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, reach. Switch your arms. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, mountain, reach up. Fold your hands. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Maybe you press your heels of your hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Take it down nice and long. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Last time. Inhale, mountain. Stand up. Your tallest, boldest one yet. Exhale, deepest side stretch to the right. Good. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, take it over to the left. Reach high, biggest breath. Exhale, juiciest back bend as you can. Maybe you lift your chin 1 more inch. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, fold, take it all the way down to your mat. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, little change. Tuck your chin to your chest, anchor through your arches, and then slowly roll yourself all the way up. We'll do some breath of joy. Start to follow along, and I'll explain as we go. So 3 parts. Big inhale, big inhale, big inhale, pause. On your exhale, fold forward. So it'll look like this. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, fold out your mouth. Good. Be bold. Follow along when you're ready. Keep a gentle bob in your knees. This breath is really energizing. Kind of lets you release anything that's stuck. Good. Your spine is nice and warm, so don't be afraid to dive forward. Really get your legs involved. We'll do a couple more rounds together. Here we go. If at all you get lightheaded, you can always pause and join back in when you're ready, or find your own pace, your own rhythm. Good. Let's do 3 more rounds together. One more. Once you get to the bottom, just hang out in a forward fold. Give yourself a second, maybe sway your hips from side to side. Take a halfway lift 1 more time just to regain your breath. Big inhale. On your exhale, walk forward to a high plank. Gently, slowly, like you're a big cat in the jungle or the wild, walk your hands forward. Push energy back out through your heels. I want you to root into your fingertips more than your wrists. Keep your gaze between your thumbs. Go ahead and then see if you can cuddle your rib cage together a little bit more and push your mat away, almost like it's on top of you and you're lifting it up away from you. Always the option to come down to your knees, maybe your elbows. I just want you to breathe, feel that strength, you've got it. Feel that boldness, that fierceness, all that warmth you've already cultivated. And maybe you lean forward just a little bit more onto your hands to add a little volume. Good. Big breath in, hold it. On your exhale, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Give yourself a little stretch. Pedal out your heels. Let your neck drop. Just slowing down for a moment to regain presence. One more breath in here. On your exhale, drop your knees down to your mat. Find a nice solid tabletop. Just like the lion in you, take a few cat-cows on your own, dropping your belly to lift your gaze. And then round through your spine to tuck your chin to chest. Big breath in to open yourself up to the front of your mat. And a big breath out to round and curl. Give yourself that edge. Good. Feel that groundedness, that earth beneath you that lets the lava within flow. That sets the foundation that you can add to. One more on your own. Once you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. Pull your belly button up a little closer towards the sky just to feel your core turn on. And reach your right hand high. Take a big breath in. Look up at your fingers. Roll out your wrist one direction. Good. Then the other. Nice. Big breath in. Stretch 1 more centimeter. On your exhale, bend your hand behind your head. Twist your right elbow to meet your left. Nice. Try to keep your hips square to the floor. 3 more. Big breath in. Open up. Big breath out. Square your shoulders. Little twist. Nice. Inhale, open and unravel. Exhale, twist together. 1 more. Inhale all the way back up. Good. Exhale, big twist, maybe your deepest one. Nice. On your next inhale, reach and straighten your right arm. Exhale, thread the needle. Weave it all the way through underneath your chest. You can send your left fingertips forward. Just let your hips kind of melt back. Open up your shoulders. Maybe close your eyes. One more breath. Bring your left hand back in front of your nose. Unravel. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, tabletop. Plant both palms down, and then we'll switch. Big inhale, reach your left fingertips up. Roll out your wrists. Good stuff. Nice. Look up. Big breath and reach. Exhale, twist your left elbow to your right as you round your shoulders, kind of like that cat back. 3 more. You've got it. Big breath in. Nice big twist on your exhale out. I went for lion hair today, but she's all in my face. So we're getting wild and fierce all together. Good. Last twist, elbow to elbow. This time, reach your left fingertips up. Big inhale, unravel. Exhale, thread the needle, weave it through. Try to stick your booty into the air just a little bit more. Give yourself that leverage to push your shoulder down gently. Reach your right palm forward if you want. Maybe you got a little twist in your practice. 1 more breath. Nice. Bring your right hand down in front of your nose. Big stretch up. Inhale. Good. On your exhale, plant your fingertips down. Tuck your right toes, then your left toes under. Big inhale, lift to hovering tabletop. Start to fire up. Try to keep your knees right underneath your hips and your shoulders over your wrists. And then we'll just start to tap. Maybe you find the beat here on your own. Tap it down. Big inhale. Big exhale. Nice. Hover your hips and shoulders in one line. You don't want to look kind of like you're a bear crawling with your butt in the air. You want to stay nice and low, nice and tight through the bottom of your belly. Good. Last 4. Last 3. Let's hold that hovering tabletop in 2. Good. Last 1. Step your right foot back. Big breath in. Meet it to your left. Exhale, high plank. Good. Right knee comes back under. Then your left. Keep it going. Right foot leads. Step. Good. Come back underneath. Nice and slow. 2 more. Right, left, right, left. Good. Last one on this side, then we'll switch. Nice. Left foot leads. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Good. Step it back. Step it forward. 2 more. Notice how my hips aren't really going anywhere. It's all the balance by pushing into my fingertips. Keep your gaze down. 1 more back. Good. 1 more forward. Hold it. Just 4. Down dog in 3. You know where to go. In 2. Nice. Last one. Let your chest open up. Big breath in. Big breath out. Nice, you guys. 1 more inhale and exhale on your own. Let it be juicy. Let it flow through your entire body. All right, let's get some bigger movements in here. A little bit bolder, a little bit more fierce. When you're ready, lift your right leg high. Take a second for you. Bend and straighten through your leg. Maybe you roll out your ankle, your hip. Just take a breath or 2. I need 1. Good. Send your toes up nice and high. Try to square off your hips. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Crunch it through 1 time. Nice and strong. Nice. Inhale, lift your right leg all the way up. Exhale, low lunge. Sweep your right foot through. Keep your left hand down. Inhale, twist. Just like we did on Thread the Needle. Try to lift up and out of your left hand. Good. Maybe you grab a block if you've got one at home to place it underneath this palm. Take a nice big breath in, look up. On your exhale, horizon lunge. Navigate your hips outside your mat. Roll onto the outside of your right foot. Good. Reach, reach, reach. 2 more. Big breath in, come back to your twist. On your exhale, let your hands sunset to the back of your mat. 1 more. Big breath in. Nice. Exhale, horizon lunge. Push into your heels. Inhale, low lunge twist. Exhale, lateral lunge, lifted, not quite a skandasana. Nice, and then maybe you just stand up and down a few times. Try to get your bearings through your heels, the outside edges of your feet. Once you feel like you can sit down, maybe you shift forward and back a couple of times. Nice. Bring your hands to heart, burst open. Inhale, warrior 2. Turn your right toes forward. Keep pushing down through your back foot. And then see how far you can stretch your shoulder blades. Maybe you look over your front middle fingers. Good job. Big breath in. Start to reach, reach, reach forward. On your exhale, extended side angle. Navigate your right elbow to your right knee. Same thing here. Focus on the twist open, like you're lifting your chest all the way up to the sun. Nice and strong. Good. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, bend your elbow. Twist your left elbow down to tap your right. Good. We'll do 3 more. Big breath in. We got a theme going here. A little twist. Good. 2 more. Big inhale. Push down through your back foot. Exhale as you twist. Maybe your gaze follows your elbow. Big breath in. Good. Exhale, twist. Come back to your extended side angle. Inhale, breath, reach up, look up. Exhale, uti to your arm. Reach that hand forward. Look at it with your hands. Nice. Reach your left hand down. Start to push forward off your left toes. Inhale, standing L. Lean your left foot into the air. Good. Feel the stretch of your right hamstring support you. Remember, you can always grab blocks if you need them. Take a big breath in, feel that boldness. If you want a little more, maybe you reach your hands up to your heart. Good stuff, you guys. Big breath in. Nice. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your feet together underneath your hips. Halfway lift to reset, catch your breath. Exhale, forward fold, drop your heart. Bend your knees. Chair pose on your inhale, lift up into that nice familiar low squat. Fierce pose. We know it's spicy, right? So let's do it to the fullest to bring that fire in. Invite all of that energy to our bodies, to our breath. Nice. As you sit back, gently curl your hips down towards your knees. Pull your ribs together as much as you can. Beautiful. Let's get it going from here. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, split your feet, guide your hands down to your heart center, and start to squat it out. You decide the pace, but I want you to move with your breath. So inhale to come down and recharge like a spring. Big exhale to come up and drive through your heels. The exertion is the exhale. Good job. We'll hold it at the bottom. Good, in 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good, last 1. Hold it and pulse. Nice, you guys. Now we'll stay low and move into our lunges. Left foot stays forward. You'll navigate your right toes back. Here we go. Last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1. Step your right foot back. Take it down a couple inches, up a couple inches. Good, really controlled. If you need a little bit more support to your back, bring your hands to your hips. Good. Notice how this lunge is coming from my back leg more than straightening my front knee. So I want you to keep your chest proud like a lion would. Right, chin up. Follow your breath. Last 4. We'll hold it low in 3. Good work. Last 2. Last 1. Hold that low lunge. Option to drop all the way down. Reach your arms all the way up overhead. Then take them wide like a big hug you're about to give. Tap your palms for a fly. Take it out. Good. In and out with your breath. We got some beats on the music, but no worries if you want to move a little bit faster, a little bit slower. If you want to add weights or not. I'm dying without them. So depending on how you feel, you level up or level down. Make that bold choice for you and just listen to your body. What's authentic in this moment? Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. We'll keep our arms wide here in 4. Hold that lunge. I know it burns. Maybe you sink 1 more inch to show yourself you can. Good. Last 1. Hold your arms out wide. Little arm circles to the front of your mat. Nice and easy, like you're tracing a tennis ball on the walls outside of you. Good. Nice and tight. Nice circular motions through your shoulders. 4 more. Last 3. Hold that lunge. You've got it. 2. Good. Last 1. Pause your circle. Switch directions. Woo. Good. Nice, you guys. Slow it down. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Nice big inhale. Straighten both of your legs. On your exhale, cascade your hands down. Find your knee to nose. Lift your left leg to your thigh. And start to find some windshield wipers. Back and forth. I said left leg to thigh. I meant left leg to your elbow. Good job, you guys. 4 more. We'll keep it crossed in 3. Woo. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Hold that cross. Slowly rotate down onto your left hip and then drop onto your left elbow for a little side lying series. Now you can see the back of me here, but if you went the wrong direction or a different one than I did, that's okay. Bring your left toes to the bottom corner of your mat. Make sure your hips are square to the side of your space. We'll do a little lift and lower just to start. Catch your breath. And then notice where your bottom rib cage has gone. If you're doing one of these, you're not getting the benefits of engaging your core. So I want you to scoop your ribs up and away from the ground. Maybe you bring that top hand underneath you for a little reminder, a little feedback. Good job. Last 4. Let's hold our leg lifted in 3. Inner thighs spicy. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Hold it up. Little circles, one direction you choose. Nice. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Switch directions. Other way. Good stuff. 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Hold it there. Bend your leg up towards your chest. Extend your leg forward to the bottom corner of your mat. Notice how my toes are pointed. You want to keep length moving from your hip socket all the way down to the very tip of your longest toe. For some people, it's not your big toe, but for me it is. So whatever your longest toe is. Good job. Last 4. Last 3. Keep your top knee bent in 2. Good. Last 1. Hold it there. Fire hydrants to finish. Tap your thighs together. Lift them up. Same thing here. You can always add a weight to your hip, or if you got ankle weights on, that's great. Last 4. Almost there. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good job. Bring your legs together. Give your booty cheek a little good job pat. And find a little scissor leg, so a Z formation with your knees. Reach up to the back of your mat. Nice big mermaid stretch. And then slowly cartwheel your arms down. Come to a tabletop position. Nice work. If you need it, grab a sip of water. Tuck your toes, and then once you're ready, lift your hips back up to downward facing dog. 1 breath here. We just got 1 more side to go. Take a big breath in. Lift your left toes up towards the ceiling. Same thing here. Take a little bit of movement. Nice. And then once you're ready, extend your toes. Big breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Crunch your thigh all the way up towards your chest. Nice. Lift your leg back up. Exhale, low lunge. Sweep it all the way forward. Keep your right hand down. Lift up your left one. Inhale, low lunge twist. Stretch through your chest. Exhale, horizon lunge. Rotate, squeeze your thighs together. 2 more. Inhale, sunrise your palm. Exhale, sunset it all the way back. Nice. Last 1. Big breath in. Exhale, reach for the back of your mat. Good. Inhale, low lunge twist. Circle your hips around. Exhale, lateral lunge. Square your hips to the wide edge of your space. And then just take a few movements forward and back, down and up. Feel the stretch through your hip flexors, the inside of your legs. Sink into your lowest lunge. Burst open with confidence. Inhale, warrior 2. Settle in, stretch your chest apart, open your heart. Look forward, see what's in front of you. Take a big breath in. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward, tick-tock your arms. Then look up, start to bend your right hand behind your head, big breath in. Exhale, twist your shoulders to square towards your left toes. Good, 3 more, big breath in. Nice, exhale, twist down. Last 1, big breath in. Big breath out, twist. Nice, you guys. Inhale, extended side angle, tee out your arms. Exhale, reach your top one forward, Utthita, look down. And keep rolling your weight forward. Inhale, standing out. Reach your right toes into the sky. Like a halfway lift, keep your chest lifted. Big breath in. On your exhale, forward fold, step your feet together. Halfway lift just to catch your breath. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, bend those legs. Inhale, chair pose, reach up, find that fierceness. On your exhale, let's turn up the heat, split your feet apart. Little squat for you here. Good. Maybe you take this set a little faster if you're feeling it. Maybe you take it a little slower. Find the beat. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rock your weight into your heels. Light on your toes. Last 4. This time our left toes will come back in 3. Let's pulse first in 2. Good, last 1. Hold it low, little pulse, up and down. Push your palms together to activate your heart space. Last 4. Good, stay low as you can here in 3. Squeeze your ribs together, last 2. Nice, you guys. Last 1. Hold your hips low. Step your left toes back, up and down with your hips. Good. Now remember, you can always bring your hands down to your sides. Maybe you reach them up if you're feeling really spicy today. We love it. Good. Hold it low in 4. Woo. Last 3. I'm shaking, I hope you are too. Last 2. Nice. Next time you come down, hold it. Reach your arms all the way up overhead. Pull them down, elbows to ribs. Good. Keep pressing. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Nice, you guys. Breathe. Good. Last 4. Last 3. Hold your hands up in 2. Last one. Good. Rotate your palms forward. Reach your hands up, clap them above your head. Good. It's a little rotation of your shoulders here. Stay static through your legs. Can you lean a little bit more into your back toes? Maybe your front heel. It's almost like you're saying, hey, let me gather all that energy. Squeeze it up together over my head. The juice is always worth the squeeze, right? Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good. Last one. Hold your hands up. Big breath in. Straighten your legs. Exhale, forward fold, knee to nose. Squeeze your right knee up towards your right elbow. Start to windshield wiper it. Good. Back and forth underneath your ribs. Stay still through your hips. Last 4. Last 3. Back knee is always an option for 2. Good. Hold it cross. Last one. Rotate to your right hip. Then bring your right elbow down to the floor. Notice how my leg is at 90 degrees. Scooch those back toes or top leg down to the bottom corner of your mat. And we'll start with a little lift and lower. I want you to picture someone pulling a string from your inner thigh down to your toes. So you want to keep it tight, strong, and controlled. Square off both shoulders and your hips to the outside of your mat. Now your elbow is a challenging option. You can always lay down on your side, but I want you to focus on keeping your ribs up and away from the ground. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Hold it up. Find those little circles. Think grapefruit size or mango. Everybody loves a good mango in the summer. Good. 4 more. Point your toes. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Last one. Hold and switch. Feel your outer seat really start to do the work here. Push into your bottom hip. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good. Last one. Hold that height. Bend your knee into your chest. Then push your toes to the bottom corner. It's kind of like you're pulling your heart in and extending your body out. Good. One more change after this, and then we'll cool it down. Good. Here we go. Last 4. Fire hydrants coming at you quick. Keep your chin lifted. Everything opens up. Last 2. Good. Last one. I'm dying here with you. Tap your thighs. Lift them up. Oftentimes when we do fire hydrants, we do this thing where we open up all the way. That's just a little too far. You want to keep the movement controlled and tight so that you feel all the shakes that I clearly got going. Last 4. Good. Last 3. If you need to, grab your own butt. Nobody's going to judge. Last 2. Good. Last one. Glue your thighs together. Give your booty cheek a nice little good job pat. And separate your legs into a Z formation. Take a big breath in as you reach for the back of your mat with your right hand. Nice, big inhale. On your exhale, find your tabletop position, nice and easy. Whew. Maybe a cat-cow feels good. Maybe a little roll of your hips feels nice. And once you're ready, tuck your toes as far as you can towards your knees. Walk your hands back. We got a toe stretch. One last bold expression as we slow down. If it feels right, bring a hand to your heart, a hand to your belly. Feel the sensation in the bottoms of your feet. Now, for a lot of us, this becomes spicy fast. So if you need a little less, just lean your weight forward. Maybe you rest your hands on your thighs or the floor instead. And wherever you're at, close your eyes. Feel all that fierceness, all that fire that you've called in. And when we think about fire, we often think about heat, destruction, and it's true, it burns things down. It fires things away so that we can make room for new. So as you head into this final part of your summer, what heat, what excitement can you reignite for yourself? What can you let go of and create room for to go full force? Whether it's showing up differently in your work or finding a new hobby, whatever it is, can you do it with your full authenticity? One more breath. Nice, you guys. Lean forward, walk your hands back to tabletop, flatten your tops of your feet down, and have a little yogi temper tantrum. Just kind of tap them out on the floor. Once you're there, sit back into a child's pose. Bring your knees a little wider than your hips. Extend your palms forward. If it feels nice, rest your eye down, third eye down onto your mat. Maybe you can rock your forehead side to side. Let whatever choices you make here as we slow down, reset that foundation. Whatever you need, whatever you're calling in, just let it be the platform that can set you up to see, to feel just that. When you're ready, look up towards your hands and just gently stay low. Push into your elbows, find a Sphinx pose. Form an 11-like shape with your arms. And I want you to rest and melt your hips down while keeping a nice low compression in your lower back. If it feels better, you can always widen your feet a little bit more on your mat. Push into your palms. Take a nice big breath in. Open up your chest. On your exhale, stick out your tongue, lion's breath. 2 more, just like that. Big breath in. Take up space. Good. Last one. Breathe in. Good. Big inhale. On your exhale, drop your chest down, draw your palms underneath your shoulders, and then press them all the way up into a king cobra. This is too much in your back. Just let it go. Lower down. Find a baby cobra instead. Just to open up your front line a little bit more. Feel that stretch to your low belly. Whew. Good job, you guys. Big breath in. On your exhale, lower yourself down. And as it feels good, come up to a tabletop position. Walk your knees forward and come to a crisscross applesauce in the middle of your space. Whew. Great work, you guys. Before we finish, we'll take a couple breaths together. Just find a moment of mindfulness. So when you're in that space, to pause, maybe you return hand to heart and belly and flicker your eyes closed. The small change, the subtle difference, and a little hard work, a little heat can be a lot. So revel in it. Be proud. Thank yourself for the generosity of taking time, energy for yourself, so that you can also give that more, differently, better to others. Let's take 3 breaths together. Take a nice full breath in. Feel that space, that heat you've created. On your exhale, let it all go. Sigh it out. Good job, you guys. 2 more. Big breath in. Whew. Big breath out. Deepest breath you've got. Big inhale. Press your hands into your torso. Feel that connection. Biggest breath out. Join your hands at heart. Press your thumbs into your chest. Bow your chin. From my heart to yours, friends. Thank you for showing up for you. Thank you for being here. I hope Leo season treats you so beautifully, so fiercely, and opens up the sun to all the corners of your life. Thank you. Namaste.